Have you ever met someone who earns a fortune but still constantly worries about money? It's like watching someone brag about how far they've run on a treadmill. They're moving, but they're not actually getting anywhere. The truth is, earning more doesn't make you free. It often just gives you a shinier, more expensive kind of stress. If you've ever worked harder, earned more, yet still felt trapped in a financial loop, then get ready. Because by the end of this video, you'll discover the single most important rule every truly wealthy person understands. A rule that goes against everything most people are taught. It will change how you see money forever, transforming your paycheck from a source of endless payments into genuine peace of mind. Here at Lucid Capital, our mission is to help you master your money, eliminate financial stress, and empower you to live a life of choice. Because true freedom doesn't come from earning more. It comes from building a robust money machine. This journey to freedom doesn't begin with your next raise, your next client, or your next paycheck. It starts the moment your money begins working harder for you than you ever worked for it. Consider this your dose of financial education, seasoned with a touch of sarcasm, but always delivered with a whole lot of heart. I'm your host, Mel Abraham. I once believed success meant a corner office and a sprawling spreadsheet, but years of experience and more than a few face plants taught me a crucial lesson. Wealth isn't about bigger numbers, it's about bigger choices. In this episode, we're going to dissect this concept, provide you with a clear framework, and equip you with the tools to make it a reality. We'll simplify the math and get straight to action. So, grab your coffee, fuel your dreams, and let's dive in. If merely earning more guaranteed freedom, every doctor, lawyer, and executive would be relaxing on a beach somewhere. But we both know that's far from the truth. In reality, many are just one bad month away from financial panic. This is because true freedom doesn't stem from income. It flows from a robust money machine. There's a singular rule that every genuinely wealthy person I've encountered, and I mean truly times wealthy, not just Instagram rich, lives by. I understand. You've been told your whole life to work hard, climb the ladder, earn more, and everything will be fine. But that's a lie. Or perhaps it's a half-truth, and you're about to understand why. If your money stops working the moment you stop working, then you're not truly free. You're essentially rented. It's time to change that. Let's delve into how genuinely wealthy individuals play this game, and how you can too. It doesn't have to be complicated. I'll guide you through a powerful framework, highlight common traps, and introduce a model we've successfully used with our clients, a model universally adopted by those who achieve lasting wealth. It's called the Affluence Cashflow Matrix, and understanding it will profoundly transform your financial journey. Our culture often indoctrinates us into what I call the earnings trap, creating an earnings machine fueled by relentless hustle, sheer effort, and copious amounts of caffeine. The formula is simple. Work more, earn more. But this typically leads to spending more, which then traps you in a cycle that repeats until burnout. That was my life. I genuinely believed that if I just worked harder, built more, and earned more, I'd finally be free. Spoiler alert, I wasn't. I was that person frantically running on the treadmill, perhaps in a nicer pair of sneakers, but ultimately going nowhere. Many in the middle class get caught in this treadmill of the earnings trap. You might times appear successful with the fancy car, the large house, and various memberships, but deep down, you're secretly one layoff, one emergency, or one market downturn away from financial chaos. That isn't freedom. It's a fragile existence, perhaps with a few fleeting benefits. This reality truly hit home for me while working with a client named Mark. Mark was earning approximately $400,000 annually. He had the grand house, the gleaming car, the exotic vacations. Yet, he had one critical problem. He was broke. Despite his substantial income, his cash seemed to vanish each month faster than a box of donuts in an office break room. He'd consistently tell me, "Mel, I just need to make another $100,000, or maybe another $70,000. I'd look at him and say, "Buddy, no, you don't. You don't need more money. You need a machine." All of Mark's cash flow was confined to what I call the left side of life, the earnings machine. None of it was being leveraged to build the right side of life, the money machine. You'll fully grasp this as I illustrate the Affluence cash flow matrix for you. The left side represents where most people exist, but the right side is where true financial freedom is discovered. Most people are steeped in this indoctrination of merely earning. Let me illustrate this on the Affluence cash flow matrix to show you how the wealthy leverage their income to build this machine, securing their freedom. This is their primary focus, and when they master it, stress dissipates and freedom takes its place. Here's a quick overview of what we've been taught. Get a good job, earn a good degree, pursue a good profession, or build a good business. The goal is to generate income. So, on the left side of this matrix, you generate income and start making money. This money, naturally, goes somewhere. It's used to cover your expenses, your lifestyle, vacations, and all your activities. The critical point is that most people stop there. Ideally, on the left side, income minus expenses should result in positive cash flow, meaning you have money left over. So, you earn money, you spend money, and hopefully you have some money remaining to build something, specifically to build your money machine. If you don't have enough income to cover your expenses, that's a different, more urgent conversation, as it means you're living beyond your means, a problem that needs immediate attention. The vast majority of people get stuck playing only on the left side of this matrix. Income minus expenses equals cash flow, and that's their entire financial game. However, the truly wealthy operate differently. They take that positive cash flow and understand that the real game isn't about managing expenses or maximizing income. It's about accumulating assets. It's about building net worth, specifically times investable times net worth. This is the right side of the matrix. What the wealthy do is direct their cash flow to acquire assets. But these aren't just any assets. They are special assets designed to generate future cash flow with minimal or no additional effort on their part. Think investment properties, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, index funds, and similar investments. They distinguish between genuine assets and mere possessions. Your shoes, clothing, or most cars, for instance, are generally depreciating liabilities, not assets that appreciate in value or generate income. The wealthy play a net worth game, not solely an income game. They strategically buy assets. Sometimes, these assets come with liabilities, like a loan for a rental property. But the key is that these assets are generating cash flow and building wealth. When you subtract liabilities from assets, you get your net worth. Everything the wealthy do within this framework is geared towards building the right side of this equation. Most of us are only ever taught about the left side, income and expenses, never about the crucial role of assets. Now, here's how this truly starts to accelerate and build the money machine in a significant way. The wealthy use those assets and the growing net worth they represent to generate even more times cash flow. This increased income then cycles back to the left side, enabling them to buy more times assets. They run this self-perpetuating cycle. When I was building my own money machine, I allocated a portion of my income to invest and grow. That investment, in turn, generated additional income, which I then reinvested, leading to even greater growth. This creates a powerful dual compounding effect. Not only does your original investment compound, but the cash flow it generates also compounds, significantly accelerating your wealth-building journey. So, here's the crucial insight. The wealthy recognize that focusing solely on earnings, the left side of the equation, will never grant them true freedom. It traps them on a treadmill of earning, spending, and then being left with whatever remains. The wealthy approach it differently. They understand the need to earn, but their primary focus is on using those earnings to acquire assets that generate additional cash flow, entirely separate from their own active efforts. They also understand that with every asset they acquire, they move closer to their freedom number, their personal financial freedom target. In fact, I've created a free financial freedom number calculator to help you pinpoint your specific target. It's available at melabraham.com/number, and you can find the link below. This tool will help you to find the exact figure you need to achieve financial freedom and fund the life you truly desire. The wealthy also perceive the matrix in another powerful way. The left side is the earnings machine, and the right side is the money machine, where one provides the fuel and the other delivers the freedom. Furthermore, they understand that the top half of the matrix represents the times producers, the times of their wealth and freedom, while the bottom half represents the times eroders. With this comprehensive understanding of net worth, its mechanics, and the cash flow matrix, their focus shifts dramatically. They stop overlooking insidious wealth eroders like subscription creep, unnecessary car upgrades, or habitual expensive oat milk lattes. These become occasional treats, not ingrained habits. They consistently ask themselves, how can I nourish the right side of the machine and amplify the producers of my wealth? And how can I eliminate the expenses and the eroders of my wealth? When you grasp this, your financial trajectory will fundamentally change. This isn't just a diagram. It's a self-perpetuating loop, an engine of wealth. This is the secret. The rich don't endlessly strive to run faster on the left side of the equation. Instead, they ensure their money consistently moves across the matrix, acquiring assets that continuously generate cash flow, allowing them to build and purchase even more assets. This continues until their money machine is robust enough to provide complete financial freedom, funding the lifestyle they truly desire. Because if your money doesn't flow correctly, it simply won't grow correctly. Let's consider an example of doing this incorrectly versus doing it correctly. When done wrong, imagine receiving a $10,000 raise. You feel great, and you absolutely should. You've earned it. However, instead of utilizing this raise to build the right side of the matrix, you decide to upgrade your car, your house, or perhaps your overall lifestyle by purchasing a lavish watch. Technically, you can afford it, but when your expenses escalate in tandem with your income, you haven't made any genuine financial progress. You're essentially standing still. Your net cash flow remains unchanged. While lifestyle inflation might project a successful image to the outside world, it's secretly eroding your financial foundation from within. Now, let's look at doing it right. You receive the same $10,000 raise. I always encourage people to celebrate bonuses, raises, or any significant success. I'm not suggesting you funnel every penny into assets without enjoying your journey. Joy along the way is crucial. So, with your $10,000 raise, instead of upgrading your lifestyle, car, or home, you choose to upgrade your time's asset base. This might look like taking $1,000 to celebrate your achievement. Then, you allocate a significant portion, perhaps 30% or 40%, to invest in index funds. If you have existing debt, another portion goes towards paying it down. What you're doing here is taking a slice to enhance your lifestyle and celebrate on the left side of the equation. But you're dedicating a larger, more substantial piece to building the machine on the right side. The optimal way to prioritize these allocations is by following what we call the wealth priority ladder, detailed in Chapter 12 of my book. It provides a clear roadmap for where to direct your money first, second, and third. By strategically deploying windfalls and earned income to build your asset base and net worth, rather than just increasing immediate consumption, you gradually decouple your earnings from your active efforts. Those assets will continue to generate income without your constant personal involvement. This is precisely what happened in my own life. I learned this lesson the hard way when I received a cancer diagnosis. At that moment, I vividly realized I couldn't sustain my demanding work pace while simultaneously battling such a formidable illness. What did I do? I relied on the money machine I had built. I hadn't built it times of cancer. I built it for freedom. But its true power was undeniably demonstrated during that challenging period. I had the luxury, the privilege, the profound blessing to shut everything down completely and dedicate my entire focus to overcoming the illness. All I had to do was activate the machine, and it consistently generated the cash flow we needed to live. We didn't have to reduce our lifestyle, liquidate assets, sell possessions, or deplete our savings accounts. The cash flow machine was running, enabling us to maintain our lifestyle while I concentrated solely on healing and recovery. When I was ready to re-engage, I could do so on my own terms. The critical point is this: had I not built that machine, I would have been forced to work for a living during the day and fight for my life at night. I genuinely doubt the outcome would have been as positive. This is the long-term game I urge you to play. Embrace the vision that by foregoing some immediate gratification, you secure profound freedom down the road. Let's consider some crucial numbers. According to the Federal Reserve and a consumer finance survey, only 35% of Americans own investments outside of their retirement accounts. While contributing to retirement accounts and following the wealth priority ladder is vital, contrast this with the average millionaire. Fidelity reports that the average millionaire invests at least 40% of every new dollar they earn. So, on one hand, 35% of people have nothing beyond retirement, while truly wealthy individuals, average millionaires, are investing 40% of their new money, not just into retirement accounts, but into diverse investments, brokerage accounts, building a fully fledged money machine. This isn't about greed. It's about leverage. It's about leveraging your time, about reclaiming your days. I firmly believe that true wealth should be measured not just in dollars, but in times time, specifically, how much agency you have over your daily life. Because when your money works harder for you than you ever worked for it, that's when you discover genuine freedom and abundant choices in your life. So, here it is. The single money rule all truly wealthy people adhere to. Before you spend more, ensure you are actively building your money machine and growing your net worth. Shift your focus from solely chasing income to building genuine net worth assets that will generate consistent cash flow and sustain you into the future. If a purchase doesn't feed your money machine, it's likely feeding future financial problems. Because the ultimate goal isn't to die rich, it's to live richly. To wake up knowing your bills are paid, your choices are limitless, and your life operates entirely on your terms. That is the essence of true richness and real wealth. So, here's your challenge. This week, I urge you to grab a piece of paper. Better yet, download my free financial freedom number calculator. Go through it, run the numbers, and clearly define your financial destination. It's a simple, user-friendly tool that will give you at least a ballpark figure of what you need to live life on your terms. Most people endlessly chase more without ever defining enough, And that's precisely how we remain trapped. I certainly did. You can't effectively build a money machine if you don't know what it's ultimately supposed to produce. Do you need a money machine generating $1 million, $2 million, $10 million, or even $100 million? What is times your times number? Grab the calculator, run the numbers. It genuinely takes only 2 minutes. You can use it repeatedly, adjust it, and fine-tune it as needed. Then, do me a favor. Come back here. All our episodes, everything we create, is designed to show you exactly how to leverage that number to design your money machine, and more importantly, how to construct the path to make that money machine a tangible reality. I sincerely hope this insight empowers you to fundamentally rethink how money truly works. Yes, we absolutely want to optimize our income and cash flow on the left side of the money machine matrix, but we must also prioritize maximizing our assets on the right side. When we achieve this balance, that's when we unlock our path to choice, freedom, and endless options. You don't need another job. You need the right system. That's it. I hope you found this valuable, and I encourage you to implement these principles, shifting your focus in the right direction. If you did find this valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and a like. I'd also love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below. Let's continue this conversation and keep moving forward on your path to financial freedom, because as I always say, financial freedom is your birthright. It's time to claim it. Until I see you in another episode, or on your journey to financial freedom, always strive to live a life that outlives you. See you next time. Cheers for now.